I'm emptying my head to be ready to be brainwashed by a Brit. Okay, my last brain cell has been shaken out. I'm ready.
Hello there, ladies.
And it's too quiet.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Today you shall witness me breaking the hearts of the devs at Megacrit as I completely destroy their new hit game, Slay the Spire 2. I would like to think that this shouldn't be too difficult.
Can you actually break that game?
Yeah, it's a roguelike. You can always break a roguelike
Okay, fair,
with
fair.
broken builds.
Fair. And honestly, like he showed this image, I'm like, oh, collab with Internet Historian.
As I've sunk hundreds and hundreds of hours into Slay the Spire, Monster Train, and basically every roguelike card game you can imagine. So naturally, when the devs dangle a sequel to Slay the Spire in front of me, I'm of course going to jump at the opportunity. Powered by the fuel of Yorkshire Gold and my crippling addiction to video games, I've not stopped playing this since it released. Luckily for me, the game is still in early access and has lots of bugs, infinite builds, and messed up game mechanics for me to play with. Think of me like a truffle pig looking for exploits. So grab yourself a nice warm cup of tea, give the video a like, and sit back and
Does UK even have pigs? Yes, the UK has free roaming pigs, most notably in the forest, Hampshire, during the annual autumn panish season. Oh, hell is Spanish season? Feral pig / wild boar hybrids.
relax as we find out if Slay the Spire 2 is a perfectly balanced video game with no exploits at all. For the American audience, that was sarcasm. So welcome on into the game. For those of you who've played Slay the Spire, this will be like riding a bike. When you press play, the game generates a random seed map of events, enemies, and loot for you to pick up along your path. The things you do and cards you choose affect your path moving forward, so there's basically an infinite combinations of what you can run into. As you progress through the map, the enemies scale in difficulty, and in theory, things will get harder until you either die or beat the Chapter 3 boss. For this run, I think it's important to point out that I have decided to play on
Warming elites, 60% more elites will spawn. Oh, he's one of those.
Oh, he wants problems, all of it.
Ascension 1 difficulty, because I personally believe that Ascension 1, which is technically meant to be harder than the base game, is actually easier. And the reason is simple. It increases the spawn of elites. Elites are very difficult enemies that are hard to defeat, but they drop relics on their death. Relics are buffs, curses, or boosts that are active the whole time you play, which means if you're me and you want to become powerful, you want to start relic farming as soon as possible. On top of this, I've unlocked loads of relics and cards by playing the game, and this should make the whole run a lot more interesting. So, our first encounter is with the lovely six-eyed whale Niao, who lets us choose.
Why did he say
Meow.
Oh, okay.
He said meow.
The second he started pronouncing his name, my brain stopped at the nya. A whale called nya. Where did the kid get a picture of me IRL? Okay, I'm done.
Choose one of 3 relics. New Leaf, Booming Conch.
That one brain cell is still shaking, apparently. I think I shook it out too hard.
Or Silver Crucible. Normally I would think about this, but New Leaf here is actually a perfectly balanced starting option, and it even allows us to begin our exploits right away. This relic normally transforms one card into another, like making a striker defense, or if you're lucky, a special rare card. So I'm going to choose a striker.
Yeah, but it's literally based on luck. So that exploit, like, honestly, this exploit would be useless to me. I have the worst luck in games.
Card, and it will be transformed into one of these many options over here, which is good, but it doesn't break the game. We're still well within the realms of balance that the developers like. This is where arrow keys come in. By navigating the on-screen menus with the up arrow followed by a few left arrows, I can get back to my card choices in the background of the UI there. There is just one slight issue. I can highlight these other cards by pressing enter. This selects these cards, and I'll keep doing it until every card except the first one has a glowing blue border on them. The game is now perceiving that all 10 of the cards have been selected to be transformed, but surely the devs wouldn't allow me to press them. That's right.
Bruh.
Wait a minute. No, he broke the game.
We're like seconds in. He broke it. Okay.
Ladies and
Freaking British.
gentlemen, for my first trick, I've taken my base starting deck and gambled it
First they break the cuisine, now they break the games.
Yes.
into the abyss, giving me a whole new starting hand full of potentially powerful cards. They are random, but luckily we've had a pretty good roll of the dice, with 3 rare cards and some very useful skills, including my favorite, Capture Spirit. So let's continue our run down the right-hand side of the map and meet our character, the Necrobinder. They're actually new for Slay the Spire 2. We have quite low health comparatively to other characters, but this is made up for by her trusty hand Osti.
Wait, what did it say? My brain is tickling. I want to see what it's. Why is it taking so long? Bro, I will rage at you. Okay, if you run out of HP, you die.
Come on, honey.
No, I needed this pointer. Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
If you die, you die. I didn't know that.
I guess so. When you die, you die.
Comparatively to other characters, but this is made up for by her trust
No, actually, to be honest, for some reason, I treated it like a cultivation game.
No way.
If you die, you don't know what's gonna happen. Then I'm like, wait, that's not a cultivation game.
hand Osti, who is a summoned bone hand who absorbs the damage inflicted before it hits us, giving us a nice health buffer. Still, let's start this fight against the Sea Punk by generating some block and
Okay, you guys making fun of me that I need that one brain cell back? Like, I know, shut up.
flinging out 2 attacks. Now you will see that Osti immediately dies, but spawns back at the beginning of every turn with 1 HP. What a lovely little chap. These starting fights are always longer with the base cards, and you can end up taking a lot of damage, but thanks to transformed cards like Enfeebling Touch, I can stroll through this combat by negating all damage the enemy would do. If that sounds unfair, I don't care, but it is the soul card here that is the most important part of my deck that I'm going to build around. The soul cards are gained by playing Capture Spirit, and the reason they're powerful is that they cost no energy, and they give free card draw. No energy is exactly the thing that leads to infinite builds in this game, and with the right
True.
Bro, why is it like reminding me of my Hearthstone deck right now?
No energy. Spells only. Go, go, go.
It kind of reminds me of the cheesy shit I used to do.
things going on, we can potentially draw out our entire deck. So I can keep drawing until I have every single
Maybe that's why I don't want to play this game. It's cards and I suck at it.
card I have in my hand, which gives me more than enough damage to kill the Sea Punk. Be gone! Right, so after this battle, we can pick up a potion, which is a one-time use item, money to be spent in shops, and cards. We get a few options, but for now I'm going to choose Friendship. This gives me less strength, meaning I do less damage, but it gives me extra energy, which allows me to play more cards on my turn. The next enemy is the Sludge Spinner, who does nothing particularly special, and unfortunately for him, I have a Wisp, which gives me an extra energy, and Eradicate, which does 6 damage per energy spent to cast it. So goodbye, good sir. He only got one chance to attack me, and it was never going to be good enough. Now, this card choice is interesting. We can choose a really powerful card that does 27 damage, a card that buffs my hand, or Poke. Obviously, I'm
Poke. If you don't poke it, I'm gonna throw the tea in the water.
taking Poke. It's a 0 mana card that's not really very good, but it's going to make me feel all the more powerful when I break the game using this.
Yes.
No tea is gonna be harmed.
One of the weakest cards imaginable. We've drawn into no good cards this turn, but thanks to my soul cards, I'm going to see what I can find. Perfect, Eradicate is more than enough to kill the back enemy. And just to be harsh, I saved the Poke for last. Poke. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand that Poke is actually one of the most powerful actions a person can take. And if you would poke that like button now, I would be greatly appreciative. And
Yay.
I wouldn't poke you when you're down. Ooh, we've wandered upon a
I would always poke a person when they're down.
question
Just to make sure they're...
They stay down.
Yeah.
mark and landed an event. We can get a random relic and a curse that would bloat my deck, or lose some HP and gain gold. I mean,
Lifu, you're not in US anymore. You cannot just throw tea down the harbor. Try to stop me.
come on, I am British. Ah, and we have the first rest site of the game, where I can sit back, relax, and gain some of our lost health. Or we can upgrade a card in our deck. Yes, a singular card. Oh, developers. Right, there we go. I've selected all the cards in my
There
deck,
it
and
is.
when I now press the tick button, it has upgraded all of them. Say goodbye to game balance, and hello to God gameplay. This is only remotely possible because I drink a copious amount of Yorkshire tea, and you coffee-drinking heathens simply wouldn't be able to get on my level, so to speak. Right, we must continue.
Okay, you see, now he's asking for a beatdown.
Oh, yeah.
Who drinks Yorkshire tea? I'd rather drink sludge as I drink my coffee.
New enemy, here we go. This is definitely not just two gremlins.
You see, this is why Brexit happened. We in EU, we like coffee. They keep on drinking that Yorkshire tea there. This is the actual true reason for Brexit. You heard it here first. Yes, I'm having an Alex Jones moment.
Stacked on top of one another. Let's negate all damage with this enfeebling touch. We can do an attack and buff up Osti a little bit. Then I will activate my trap card, Capture Spirit Plus, the upgraded version, and poke them, leaving them with 1 HP remaining, because yes, I've done this combat before, and spoilers, yes, it is two gremlins on top of each other in a suit that eventually dismount, and this fat one at the back is going to try and run off with all
He's not fat, he's voluptuous.
of my money. Unfortunately for
Little
him,
guy.
he's going to die. Then with a poke and another Capture Spirit, I can drain the soul out of this one too. Perfect. Yes, the developers definitely don't intend you to have a fully upgraded deck at this stage of the game. But who cares about balance? I'm the Spiffing Brit. Now, this is where I'm going to start pivoting. I understand that a lot of players love taking all the loot, but with Capture Spirit, I'm going to try and go infinite, which means thinning my deck to make it easier to draw into my good cards. So I'll be skipping the card rewards here, and almost all of the ones in the future too. Right, we're up against our first elite. This is a high-powered, scary, and spooky terror eel. I'm going to shrink him
What?
with my Beetlejuice, so now he's just handheld
Now,
He's a little guy.
yeah, he's just a little guy now.
eel. I'll hit him with Captured Spirit, a poke, and 11 damage. Unfortunately for Terror Eel, it isn't looking too good, for I
Damn.
shall eradicate
Damn,
him.
bro.
For our first elite combat, I think that went quite well.
Okay, to be fair, that was kind of nasty.
Yeah, he kind of just broke the system there.
Yeah.
He has dropped me this Sparkling Rouge relic, which gives 1 strength and 1 dexterity every 3 turns, which isn't bad, but as I'm trying to kill enemies before they get a chance to hit me, it isn't ideal for us. Once again, we're going to ignore the cards and move on to the bonfire. Now we have upgraded every card in our deck, so
The reality is, now that he posted this video with the exploits, they already patched it out probably. That's what usually game developers do. The second they see someone post a video of showing the exploit, they're like, no, patch it out.
Patch it out. They had fun. Patch it out now.
we're forced to take a little nap before we venture onto the lovely relic room. It's a 50-50 choice, and I'm going to path to the left so that way I can run myself into another elite after my sleep. Okay, on to the next combat. Oh, it's the funky gardener fish. These are annoying because they gain block when I attack, so you have to try and one-shot them, which is harder when there are 4 of them. But luckily for me, I have this potion that can kill one of them. Wait, that didn't blow him up. Oh, that's quite embarrassing. A misplay in a video? Surely we can edit around it. Go editors, pretend that didn't happen. Anyway, I'll weaken them so they do less damage, and just hope that I do better next turn. Right, I'm going to get some friendship, going for more energy. Osti will do an attack, then let's draw our whole hand. But we don't have enough to one-hit right now, so I'll grab some shield and end my turn. Now, let's get creative by capturing the spirit of the front guy. Poke him and Raph, then hit the back chap for 14. Then we'll just buff up Soulstorm to finish the fight. Ooh, let's pick up the vulnerable potion and Red Mask, which applies weak to all enemies, which means they do less damage, which is nice. And let's have a look at the cards. Ah, yes, we do have some rare cards. This is End of Days, which is really tempting. It's one of my favorite cards in the game, but it...
Who done it? Who just gifted us Tion Throne?
Who did that?
Who just gifted us Tion Throne as we were making fun of T? How more ridiculous will his exploit will get?
I feel like it will get pretty crazy where the point where he just one-shots them.
won't allow me to go infinite. Instead, let's pick up Neurosurge, which gains energy, draws us cards, and apply Doom.
Oh,
And
that's
best of all,
broken.
it doesn't cost any energy to play, so of course I'll be nabbing it. Right, quick explainer. Doom is a mechanic that builds up over time and kills things at the end of their turn. Normally this is a downside, but with my Capture Spirit and Soul cards, I'll be able to play this over and over until my enemies die. I may be dead to Doom, but as it doesn't activate until I click this button to end my turn, if I can can defeat the enemy, the combat ends, and I walk away unharmed, which makes this a
Okay.
free mana and free
All
draw
right.
card. And after upgrading it at a campfire, we now get even more energy. Oh yes, this is going very well indeed. And after
Wait. What is that? Hold on. Let me look at it. Neurosearch Plus. Gain 3, gain 4. Draw 2 cards. At the start of your turn, apply 3 doom. Guys, you do know I'm not actually retarded, right? I feel like I need to specify that.
And after passing battles with no good relics or rewards and killing them all in one turn, we're about to battle the first boss. So who is our boss? The Big Fish. An interesting boss.
Yo,
Look at
that fish looks like it's just done.
Yeah.
He looks like, I'm down with your shit.
Looking currently to bloat our deck with cards that will hurt us if we don't play them. However, we've the distinct advantage of card draw, which should stop too many shenanigans. Unfortunately, my deck is already a little big and I haven't started with any of my draw cards, which is an issue, but I'm sure we can muddle through. Okay, on our first turn we still managed about 40 damage, and now the fish is ready to throw back at us, and yet again I've missed all of my draw cards. Yeah, this is getting a bit too spicy for me, so I'm gonna have to weaken him, and hopefully we can roll into draw next turn. If not, the run could end here with the boss killing me. Ah, yes, perfect. Here is the capture spirit, which I will immediately play, and then let's poke.
Nice.
I'll then rifle through my deck until I come across Eradicate, which should actually do the job after I use the Wisp. Oh my god, I didn't calculate it. I didn't calculate it. He's still on 6 HP. Unless I poke you, in which case you die. Ha ha! So, even though the boss
That's a
didn't land a
strong
hit on the Necromancer, many thanks to Osti, my good boy. And though many players would tell you to take one of the rare cards dropped by the boss, it is really important we start thinning our deck. So let's continue the run and
Oh, damn. He skipped the boss drop. Man, a big balls.
Yeah, he's a man on a mission.
oh my, would you look at this? Darv the Hoarder is my hero. Yes, this gentleman is perfect for us. The Dusty Grimoire is actually one of the best cards I could have in my deck right now. It costs 1 energy when played and has no active skills in the combat, but it allows us to remove a card from our deck at the end of each fight, which means I'm going to take this path to
Nice.
thin my deck really quick and get to that infinite build. Oh, and immediately the Grimoire. Oh, let's play it. Right, then we're gonna make you real feeble so you don't hurt me so bad. Right, Mr. Thieving Hopper, what are you
Bro, why is he like spreading his legs like that?
I don't know.
I know.
going to take? Sikkim. Oh no, how could you? That's one of my cards. So on the second floor, the enemies are going to be more powerful and more dangerous. There's just one slight issue. Because I'm so gosh darn powerful.
Oh
with
god, he's like getting balky all over the screen. Jesus.
one
He's getting JoJo'd.
Oh, Jojo, yeah.
He's dead. Now the interesting thing here is after the combat, you can take
That's how I walk when I sleep. When I'm sleepy. What? You're like crouching, spread eagle walking. I think it's called crab walking. What am I thinking about?
back your stolen card, but he took something I don't need, so I'll actually just leave it on his corpse, skip all of these rubbish cards, and then remove my Spirit of Ash card, because where we're going, we don't need block. So in that one combat, we managed to remove 2 useless cards from our deck. On to the next one. Oh, who are you? The Obscura. As you can see, the enemies are scaling pretty
What
quick.
is
Their
that?
HP is 1, 2, 3, and they're looking to
idea.
summon friends into the battle, which can make this a run-ender if you don't have a decent build going into this point of the game. Thankfully, in our case, I'm just going to Neurosurge, hit you with a poke, and then pull off a Mega Eradication,
Oh my
leaving you on 16
God.
HP.
Holy crap.
He didn't have a fighting shot.
I don't think any of these guys will have a fighting shot.
Holy.
Which means it doesn't matter if the summon comes into play.
Will he turn into a one punch? Or more like one poke?
It'll be one pull, yeah.
Because when I kill you, they won't get to fight back. Oh, and let's remove the afterlife from the deck. Yes, that's right, I'm the Spiffing Brit, and I just deleted the afterlife. You're welcome. Now my deck
Bro. Okay. Typical British people. What game is that? Slay the Spire 2.
is down to 8 cards, and I think I'm going to change my pathing and look into this question mark. It's a shop! Shop is good. Oh yes, this shop has something amazing. It's the Punch Dagger.
I thought that's something else.
No.
What happened when I shook my head? It's like the same effect as shaking a baby or something. What the fuck happened?
Upon pickup, we get to enchant an attack with momentum 5. Basically, whenever we play it, it increases the amount of damage done by this card by 5 for the rest of the combat. We're of course going to attach this to Poke. Yep, this is going to get very silly very quickly. Then we're going to move right into another elite battle with the Louse. He is so cute. Oh my goodness. I will poke him and then with our new effect on the...
Honey,
Yeah.
that's you.
Dude, that's me.
It's literally Zen.
I'm a little guy.
I don't-
He's a big guy though.
Yes, that's not really a little guy.
He's a chunky dude.
It's literally Zen on the screen. Honey, I'm a big fan. Why didn't you tell me?
My bad. I didn't know. Sorry, I wanted it to be a surprise.
effect on the card, it will increase its damage every time I play it. So on Eurosurge to draw the poke again, building its damage again, and then Forbidden Grimoire into Wisp, into Eradicate to do big damage to the poor louse. So here's the thing with the soul cards. Because my deck is so small, I can play them to draw other cards in my deck, meaning I'm able to play the amazing poke card here multiple times in the same turn. And of course, each time I play it, it increases in damage, meaning poor Mr.
Oh, they killed Zen.
Reduced to atoms.
The louse here never stood a chance. Perfect, with our deck getting smaller, it may sound bold to get rid of that once helpful Soulstorm, but you have to trust the process. The less cards, the more poke. The more poke, the more damage. The more damage, the quicker I become an undefeatable god. We've moved into another elite room for this combat, but wait, he's giving me free energy. Well, thank you. Let me just use it quickly to poke him. Get the free mana, Wisp, capture his spirit, Neurosurge, and hopefully poke maxing shall begin. We now have 8 energy.
Oh, poor dude.
I don't think you're legally allowed to say poke maxing in public.
And we have another capture spirit which will generate more souls. We poke for 14 damage, then soul card into another soul card, and repeat until we have the same cards in our hand again. Then we can poke even more, and this loop does damage over and over at the cost of 1 mana. This might look like the infinite I've been aiming for because it is really overpowered, but it technically isn't yet there. Whilst we do have a lot of energy, we have to burn some in order to get the soul cards. I mean, I could play poke and the soul card again, and I know that I'll immediately draw that poke, as it's the only card in my draw pile, and the elite here isn't even going to get a chance to fight at all. So using our newfound cycle...
That is so cheesy. Oh my god.
That's usually how it goes when it comes to roguelikes. You want to be cheesy as fast as possible.
We'll keep progressing through these battles, ignoring cards, collecting gold, and overall being...
He's already shaking from fear.
Unstoppable. We have done it, ladies and gentlemen. In one of the final rooms, I have found the final piece to our puzzle. Borrowed time. It applies doom
What? Apply 3 doom to yourself.
and gives us energy for no energy cost at all. Free energy. Yes, with nothing now in my way, I'm going to tidy this deck up a bit by removing the Eradicate, who did a lot of the heavy lifting to get us here, but now is just getting in my way. And we can smith borrowed...
It's holding him back.
Yeah, it's been holding him back.
Now he has like what? Only energy gains and a poke. The dude is literally a glass cannon.
Time, which gives us even more free mana. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to floor 33. We are up against the insatiable, one of the most devastating, terrifying, and evil enemies, and we're going to kill it on turn 1. Very simply. Our deck only has 7 cards in it, and we draw all of them on the first round of combat. 4 of these cards go away once we play them, so let's get them out of the way now. Forbidden Grimoire, Wisp, and technically Neurosurge, but we'll keep you around for a second longer, so we can break the game with 3 cards: Captured Spirit, Borrowed Time, and...
So is he planning to just like increase the poking damage?
Yeah, every time he plays it, the damage increases. Look at momentum.
Oh,
When played. So he's just gonna recycle everything over and over again until he just kills them all.
No, that's literally one poke, man.
And poke. The way it's going to work is quite simple. Captured Spirit is going to hit the Insatiable, generating 4 soul cards from my draw pile. I can then use Neurosurge here to not only gain mana, but also draw those initial soul cards, which I can then use to draw other soul cards, and most importantly, draw the Captured Spirit. By doing this, we're left over with 1 more soul card than we started with. However, we have 1 less mana than we started with, which is entirely negated with the energy gained from Borrowed Time. We do gain Doom, which is scary, but we won't be ending this turn without killing the boss, which means just like
Ew.
the French word for don't retreat, it's
Also, just to clarify, I wasn't saying ew about the French. I was actually saying ew about that like big mouth on the screen. But also yes, the French.
ending this turn without killing the boss, which means just like the French word for don't retreat, it's functionally irrelevant. So that's what we're going to do. We poke, we play borrowed
Shots
time, we
fired.
play a soul, we draw again. We generate some more soul cards, we poke, we borrow time, we draw into them, we repeat this cycle until we have our entire deck back out. Now our poke's doing 24 damage, we repeat, and you'll notice in this entire cycle I'm actually gaining mana. We're now up to having 13 mana. So the longer this goes on, the more damage poke does, the more mana we have, and the longer we can cycle over and over again. There are more soul cards
More
building up in
mana.
my hand, and we're just going to keep on playing infinitely. The enemy here
Jesus
doesn't get to have a
Christ.
turn of
Going.
the game, purely because I don't want them to, and I am the god of this universe. So we're just going to keep on drawing over and over again, and now Poke is going to do 54 damage, killing the Insatiable before it gets a turn. Yeah.
Oh dear God, this is so nasty. He's nasty.
Yo, he just kept poking him, and it just kept hurting him.
Oh my
And it kept
God.
hurting. He's like poking the same spot over and over again. Eventually, it just starts hurting.
Bro, why does it remind me of the spoon killer where he just taps people with the spoon?
Yes, just bonk, 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 bonk.
Yes, you can't fight back. Your foolish hubris to even stand against the might of I, the Spiffing Brit, as I dominate my way through this tower and teach the enemies the true definition of the word hubris. Now our deck is absolutely perfect. I don't need to remove any more cards. Unfortunately,
No,
the Grimoire
perfect.
can't remove itself, so I'll continue smashing my enemies into the floor until they give in.
Oh. The music intensifies and things die.
Yes, it became Doom real quick. Poke. Poke.
And we have ourselves an elite, the Soul Nexus. Ooh, very spooky.
Ooh.
Poke.
An eyeball, just poke the eyeball.
He is. He's poking the eye over and over again. Look at that.
Capture your spirit. Wisp, borrow time, forbidden grimoire, neurosurge, and there we go, Soul Nexus. It's over. It doesn't matter now. You can just retire because I am flinging cards randomly at you in glorious fashion. Right, onwards we go into the final campfire where we can rest. And now it's time for the final boss of the game. Yes, we are up against the
Yay.
door. Okay, no, it's not actually the door. This is a bit of an early access placeholder. But once you defeat the door, a gentleman shall reveal himself on the other side. He is going to be by far the toughest enemy we've faced in this entire game. However, we're never actually going to end our turn. We're going to turn zero the boss. So we capture spirit on the door, we play our wisp, borrow time, and we poke.
Yeah.
And now the
You're just poking a flying cluster of rocks.
As he should.
fun begins, as we're going to infinitely poke down this door into a state of weakness. All right, there we go. Mr. Door is down to 3 HP, so
Oh my,
Bum, 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 bum.
that thing's name is door. I just realized. I'm like, why the hell is he calling it a door? Like, what's going on with British doors?
Yeah, I think it's a placeholder, remember? It's still in early access.
Bruh.
with one final poke, huzzah! It's the Door Maker.
Hello.
Why are you looking at me like that?
I don't know, but you're kind of ugly.
No, he's pretty in his own unique way. No, I'm lying. He's ugly.
He says, who's there? He's stunned, so he won't even act on this turn. But next turn, he'd start hitting us for a huge amount of damage and then summon another door for us to fight. Unfortunately for Mr. Doormaker here, he is screwed. We're going to make him weak and vulnerable.
Yep.
Technically, we can also go fully infinite here by drinking the Touch of Insanity and making Capture Spirit completely free to cast. At this point, we can go infinite without even using borrowed time. So that's exactly what I might as well do. We're just going to repeatedly cycle.
He's a peeper. Pretty sure that these days are called cucks. You want to sit and watch, or in this case, levitate and watch.
Yes.
over and over again, generating new souls, and now Poke is doing 96 damage. Oh dear, Mr. Doormaker. I'm afraid Mr. Poke is doing 69 damage, but on your vulnerable body, that's 103. So, with just 6 cards in my deck, and only 3 that actually matter, oh, Mr. Doormaker, I think you forgot the key. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed your journey into the badness with me, and that you can agree Slay the Spire 2 is a perfectly...
With that face.
That's actually how I imagine he's making his face right now.
balanced game with absolutely no exploits. I'm sure after this video the devs will patch everything I've done, so quickly flee, hop on, do some multiplayer with your friends, or try some...
no, like I said, that they 100% patched it out.
They 100% probably is looking at his videos. He's like, oh, keep this guy. He broke the game. Patch it out, patch it out.
Or the developers looking at him and going like, the British were a mistake.
Oh.
Some of the broken exploits out for yourself before they do, and let me know how it goes in the comment section. If you want to see more content like this, then give it a like and consider subscribing. Anyway, thank you for watching this video, and thank you as always to our glorious Patreons and YouTube members for supporting this channel, you majestic sausages one and all. I'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day.